Welcome everybody to our free international webinar about safe drinking water solutions for Nigeria. This webinar is powered by Pure Waters company. We will explain you later and invite Thomas Kirner, the CEO, to talk about his product. We would like to discover a German multi-stage water filtration technology that can support healthcare, education, businesses, and a sustainable development in Nigeria. I thank you for taking your time tonight. And before I introduce myself and the others themselves, I would like to hand over the word to Callistus, the one who is responsible for connecting us here, our Nigerian project partner in this initiative. So Callistus, welcome.
You need to unmute your microphone, Callistus.
Yeah.
Great.
Yes.
From Euroconsult, but it's okay from Euroconsult.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Julia Kral. It's really a privilege and a pleasure to connect Pure Water to my people in Nigeria, especially those who are listening to me at this moment. You are highly welcomed to this first webinar. Contact to see what we can do together.
Okay.
And so it is really interesting to know that Nigeria needs what I call a healthy, quality living water. And water is not simply a social or humanitarian issue, it is also an economic issue for those who know. Hospitals need reliable, saving quality water to treat their patients and protect their reputation. Just like hotels too, universities and schools need quality, saving, drinkable water for students and teachers in the campus.
Okay, so yeah, actually water is a topic that is important for everybody. So we are humans, and humans, especially the human body in children, but also adults, consists of mostly water. So it's actually the physiological part we are talking about in this webinar. I want to explain you why we need water. We need it for our circulation, for our kidney function, for our digestion, for our temperature regulation, but also to transport nutrients, for cognitive performance, and also for physical endurance. And I tell you, these yeah, I tell you, I know water is important since I'm a pediatrician. Also for Nigeria, since you have a growing population, you have many children growing up, many children suffering from dehydration and also from infectious disease causing diarrhea or vomiting, so fluid loss. And a good, proper hydration depends on a good quality water. So it's not only about providing water, but making sure that this water has a high quality, is not contaminated, and contains the minerals. So Callistus told me about some community projects in Nigeria, about the boreholes that he also funded for his own community. And I'm not sure which water you are consuming in Nigeria. There are different sources. We can discuss this later. But independent from the source, we have to make sure that the quality is high standard, premium quality, to ensure a healthy base. Yeah, the base of health is water, air, nutrients. So the base, the basics, the basic needs have to be met. Okay, this I tell you as a pediatrician, a medical doctor with a focus on epigenetics, so prevention and lifestyle medicine. And I'm working in a practice, and I'm doing as well lifestyle coachings. And I changed my own nutrition, my own water quality, and I can tell you it makes a real difference. I don't want to talk only about myself. I would like to introduce also our team. Let's go first back to Callistus. You are the one who knows about Nigeria more than we do. So maybe you can tell us first what's Nigeria facing for challenges, and then we will bring up Emmanuel, our water expert, and Thomas Kirner, the CEO of our pure water technology. Callistus, would you like to
Thank
take
you so
over?
much, Dr. Julia. The question is, why Nigeria? As a growing nation with almost 230 million people, expanding cities and growing middle class, increasing entrepreneurship, and because of the quality of life which I've been experiencing over the years here in Germany, I am of the opinion that my people, Nigerians, every Nigerian, rich and poor, need the water technology from Pure Water Germany. This means more people need more quality water. Hospitals require more reliable quality water. Hotels and businesses, religious communities need what I can call a living water. There's already waters in Nigeria, but what type of water? What is the quality of the water people are drinking? Whether in the offices or students in schools, they have water, but what type of water? What is the quality of the water people are drinking? That is the challenge that I have seen that makes the German technology in need for almost every household, hospitals, schools, and private individuals, even companies. So it's not simply bringing water as such, but bringing a high quality technology that Nigerians who come to discover this technology will be in charge of their own water. means creating new infrastructures for water. Bringing water right where people live.
No.
Institutions need to invest in water infrastructure that they can rely upon. Communities need to do the same. Companies, hospitals, and religious houses need to do the same. From everything I know, there is water in Nigeria, but the quality of the water has a lot of questions without answers. And this is where pure water technology from Germany comes to fill the gap.
Okay, so maybe it's time that we talk about the water quality. So I go to the next slide. 1 second. It's loading. But I can already introduce Emanuel Schulte-Übing. He's a water expert that has experience also in international water projects. He was in Egypt once or several times, and he can tell you everything you need to know about the water that we are consuming. So we are not thinking about the water in detail, and we are not scientific educated. And even the Germans don't know about it if they don't actively look for this information. And I'm really glad that Emanuel will share it with us. So I'm just trying to continue. That's actually this what I wanted to explain first. So Callistus already said every institution needs a reliable water. It's essential for hospitals, also for hotels that don't want to disappoint their guests, that want to keep a certain standard. Schools need premium water for the children, otherwise the children become sick. Businesses have to provide reliable water. Families need it, everyone, the whole society. And we aim to change the infrastructure for a healthy environment, a healthy nation. It's not only about Nigeria, it's a general topic also in Germany, but I think in Nigeria it's really necessary with the fast growing population and the dependency on plastic bottles that are delivered from big companies like Nestle. So, sorry. Thomas, I think it's your part. Do you want to tell us about the reality of bottled water?
Yeah, I can first say something about my person, why I built or established a pure water company, the pure water in Germany and in all Europe and also now in more and more countries worldwide. Because there is a human right for water, and I want the human right, it's not treated in a very well way from a lot of big companies, and I want a human right for pure water, so for the purest possible water, because like you said, we 60 to 70% of us is water. If we take children, it's even going up to 80, 90%. And the better the quality of the water is, the better is the result for everything in our body. And that's why I founded the company. That's why I invested a lot of money, and that's why that's my passion to bring this to everybody in this world. And bottled water is not, from my point of view, not at all an answer, because you have to buy it again and again and again. You're just sponsoring the big companies, and it's a fast solution. It's sometimes also a cheaper solution. Long term, it's always more expensive, not only because of health issues that are connected to it, also because of the plastic waste, also because of all the other costs that are connected to it, the transport cost, you have to store it, you're dependent on the suppliers, you want to drink something, but it's Sunday and the bottle is empty, so you can't drink, but your body still needs water. And that's why we developed a solution where you can just use existing water. The only thing that is not working is salt water. But if it's tap water, for example, or if it comes from a borehole, you can use it and can transform it into the best possible version. And that's why we built a pure water filter. Yeah.
Okay. So that's my part again. Sorry, Emanuel, I have to let you wait for
All good,
some
all good.
Okay, so as you know, I'm a doctor, and my principle is prevention is better than treatment, because we don't have to wait to become sick. We have to avoid getting sick. And this is actually the challenge in these days, since also in Germany, the insurances pay for treatment, but not for prevention. Prevention is everybody's own choice, and I chose to invest in my health by investing in the quality of my water for myself, for my children, and I'm also recommending it to families that I'm having in my practice. So as we said, it affects the whole population. It's relevant because the hydration in Nigeria is even more important with the hot climate. So you have a much higher need of water. And also, as I said before, you're facing also more challenges with infectious disease like GI, gastrointestinal infections causing diarrhea and fluid loss. As I know from Callistus, not every household is having tap water. So there are boreholes where people are getting their water from, and some communities have common boreholes. And it would be like a vision of us to provide the communities with such a water filter technology, that the water coming from the borehole that is delivered to many households is of high quality. So it's a mission that it's not only for the richest Nigerians, but for the whole society, important to change the most important, as I said, the basics, by providing such a system to hospitals, for example, to schools, institutions, public institutions. And even if someone is owning his own borehole, can get the technology and produce a really pure water and sell it and become independent of Nestle and other vendors of plastic bottle water. Okay, so let's continue with the solution we want to explain further. That's a premium German water technology. Thomas, would you like to
Yeah,
start?
you.
And then Emmanuel, you will take the next slide.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So thank you, Julia, again. The Pure Water solution is designed as a premium on-site water treatment concept. So we have it in smaller companies, we have it in households. And our aim is not only to sell an equipment, our aim is to provide an operational solution. So this includes the technology, the installing, the training, the maintenance, the planning, the technical support, and also a long-term relationship with our customers and build up so we don't want to sell something, we want to create a lot of jobs in Nigeria. It's based, the system, on German engineering, and it can be configured for different Nigerian environments because a hospital may need different capacity compared to a hotel, for example, or a university campus may need a different distribution concept compared to a smaller company. And also, if I take borehole water as a source, it may require a different pre-treatment. Maybe we need some pre-filter, different configuration if I compare it with tap water. So the business advantage of a modular approach is that institutions do not need to purchase more than they really require. So we can build solutions for every requirement. And we start with, normally appropriately sized pilot solutions and expand later depending on the needs that are there. That depends also on the conversations that we have, because Callistos told us from the 2 boreholes and 3,000 people or 3,000 to 5,000 people. At the moment, I don't have a solution with my Pure Water. Of course, I need more machines than I can have a solution, but sometimes we can just improve or make it bigger if the more people that need to drink the water. But for example, for a hospital with 300 patients, it's not a big deal. We can handle it. The system can support everything, so we don't depend on the. It just should not be salt water. There we don't have a solution yet. But even there are some other companies where we can partner up. But then with normal water, we can filter out everything. That it's good for the health and for the body of the people. The good news is that all the plastics, we don't use plastic. We are not big fans of plastic because this creates a lot of issues, not only on the planet, also in our bodies. And that's why we have different technology that we have developed, and Emmanuel will explain the technology and show us a little bit more about Pure Water, please.
Yeah, thank you, Thomas, for this great introduction to the Pure Water filter system. My name is Emmanuel Schulte-Übing, and as Julia already introduced, I've been in this field of water basically my entire life, and worldwide I really tested and was searching for a lot of products, and by far the best product that I've known is indeed this Pure Water filter system, and I'm very happy to introduce it to you. So how does this holistic water purification work? It's a 9-step filtration system, and every station works like clockwork. So it's part of each other. It starts with the pre-filter, so particles that are larger than 5 micrometers are removed by the sediment filter with the efficiency of already 99%, so really the raw stuff. Then we have activated carbon filter, and activated carbon filter, and so chlorine, pesticides, etc. are removed now. And now comes the booster pump. So the water gets pressed through the membranes and enters the molecular filter. This is like the heart of the system. This is really the core of the system. So basically, all hormones, all pesticides, all chemicals, all bacteria, viruses, even microplastic, PFAS is getting removed. And we have very clear, really wonderful water. And as the water is now clear and it's really completely cleared, it is utterly important that the water now doesn't get in contact with plastic. What is most in most systems worldwide the case. Here it's not. Here it's the change of material to stainless steel. And this is really very important when it comes to many aspects. Then we have the activated carbon filter, again, followed by the EM pipes. So what restores the natural crystal structure of the water. And then we have the remineralization module. And the pH level will be, enhanced to exactly the point of in between 6.4 to 7.4. So exactly the way we need it as human beings in anywhere in the world and in Nigeria. And then we have the energization model. So this is the last. So the natural vitality and the original, characteristics of the pure water is now really finished. And or is now reached. And yeah, we go please to the next phase, to the next slide, because thank you. What we receive then is not only this multi-barrier protection, but we really have a water that is absolutely safe when it comes to this microbiological standards. So as I said, and everything when it comes to bacteria, viruses, parasites, etc., is not there anymore. It's not only chemical reduction. We don't have any chemicals now in the water. It's just pure. That's why it's called pure water. And of course, we have a beautiful taste, what we keep hearing over and over again. We have the healthy mineral balance, and we have the reliable water quality. So this really, as it's written, in every drop, every time we drink, every time the Nigerian people would do drink this water. Yes, so we go please to the next slide. Yeah, what we see here, German engineering, as Julia said, and Thomas, our vision is that we really bring this German engineering to Nigeria, really for the sake of goodness for the Nigerian people. It is a very reliable product. It is engineered basically for, long durability. So all the materials that are in this product are built for demanding conditions. We have a product that is, when it comes to hygiene, of course, suitable for not only private solutions and solutions in households, but also in schools, as we said, in hospitals. So for medical purpose, the maintenance is very easy. Also there we're going to, make an approach to work with the Nigerian people. As Thomas said, the aim is also to create jobs in Nigeria with the product for the sake of everyone. And it's a long service life. So the product is built with this premium quality to last really long on the market and in the hands and households and hospitals and all the places where it will find its way in Nigeria. And yes,
Okay.
so to put it in a nutshell, there was, the system.
Yeah, and Thomas, you can tell us why the premium quality matters.
Yeah, that's exactly most people when they first make the decision or think about buying something like this, they just compare the price. The question is, what is the real price? It's not only how much the filter costs, it's shipping, it's so the cost of the whole ownership, it's the shipping, it's the customs, it's the installation. It can be electricity, the filters, the maintenance, the repairs, the system downtime. If there's a downtime, spare parts, technical support, the water testing itself, and the expected operational life. So from my point of view, when people ask me in Germany or in other countries, how did you develop this machine, or what is the lifetime, the expected lifetime of this machine? I always say it is built that you have to buy it one time and then you should use it the rest of your life. So there are parts inside, most of them stainless steel. They will hold for 50, 100, 200 years. I don't even see them, somebody able to destroy them also in the future. But for example, the pump is very stable. We didn't had a problem in the last 7 years with any pumps. But of course, after 10, 15 years, it is possible that a pump can break. And then it's important that we can just replace this with another one, and that it's that you can plan all the cost. So long service life protects the capital, and the customer confidence creates an additional value, because if you take a hotel, they can use it as premium drinking water as part of its guest experience. If you take a hospital, this can strengthen the trust. Also in the whole treatment, a university can of course improve the student services, or a company can demonstrate that they care for their employees, because everything begins with the quality of water. And if I have children and they start with a good water, it's extremely important. If I have older people, and most of them in Germany especially, they don't drink enough. They should drink more. And it's not because there is no water, it's just because they don't like to drink it anymore. And if you change the quality, they start drinking more water again. So it's a huge difference. And so it's a financial and a strategic decision. And everything that we build is long term. So yeah. Emmanuel, do you want to say a little bit more about yeah?
The Nigerian.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. It's a pleasure, of course. So thank you again, Thomas. When it's written designed for Nigerian conditions, and I think this is not just marketing, it's not a slogan. This is really the reflection of the reality of millions of people in Nigeria. So this is really something every Nigerian has to face. So the water quality in Nigeria, and you know it better than us, is sometimes unpredictable. It, depending where you are in Nigeria, it varies dramatically sometimes. So sometimes people have to face water that has, that comes from wells, from rivers, from different solutions. But the problem behind this is that nobody really can rely on that. We offer the solution with the pure water filter machine, because in the end, as we heard, the healthy water, the healthy good water for the people is on many layers really a blessing. This means better health, better life quality for everyone, better ways to grow for everything, like hospitals, hotels, universities, commercial buildings. So the entire portfolio is there for this clean water, and yeah, that's what I can say. The solution we can offer with the pure water filter system. Yes.
Okay. Someone. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I was working in different hospitals, and I know, and in Germany, and also I was working in Singapore, for example, there's a strict hygiene. I don't know very well the conditions in Nigeria. I'm interested actually to talk with somebody about it who's in the field of medical care, because I think it's very critical. For example, for the intensive care unit, to have the best water supply, since you have critical ill patients, elderly patients that are also on dialysis, for example, or having severe infections, and are not properly hydrated, and having electrolyte imbalances. So I think for this field especially, it's even more important to have the best of the best standard. Also for the laboratories where you produce also the medicine, it shouldn't be contaminated, of course. So it's for prevention of infection, but also for preparing food, to reduce for example, diarrhea in children, as I said before. And also, it's not only about children, but when the children are sick, the parents have to take sick leave and have to take care of their children. It's also to ensure that the population stays healthy and the productivity of all kind of business is functioning. Yeah, that the treatment is more prevention than waiting for everyone to be at home and needing time for recovery. Okay, so I think we continue. Time is running. In the field of hospitality. So Thomas,
Yes.
maybe it's your part.
So like you said, it's not only for drinking, it's for the staff, it's also for cooking, it's also for if you wash the ingredients that you eat. So if you wash even the glass, sometimes you can wash the glass with not the best water quality, and then you have a problem in the glass, not only the water that you put inside. So there's a lot of different aspects. And if I take, for example, a hotel, water is, of course, is a cost factor and a customer experience factor as well. And many hotels purchase large quantities of bottled water for the rooms, for the restaurants, conferences, the kitchen, and the staff areas as well. And these costs continue every day. And the hotel must manage the storage, the delivery, the waste. And if they have an on-site system, it's not only with hotels, it's of course with companies, it's with schools as well, it's with hospitals. They can produce their premium drinking water and provide it if it's possible, in reusable glass bottles or dispensers. And this reduce the single-use plastic and lower the cost as well per liter for the water. And it can create marketing advantages. The customer experience is much better, or the patient experience is much better, depending where you use it. So it creates a lot of opportunities and a lot of improvements in all areas. And if you calculate it, or can talk later about it, when we calculate it in the right way, it even saves a lot of money.
Okay, so this is the sustainability. Oh, sorry, I skipped one. No, there was supposed to be another one. Let me just check if I missed one. But I think this topic we already had. Yeah, the education means that we are providing for our students, teachers, also premium water, that the learning and concentration is not affected by the sickness and illness that is caused by the contaminated water and by also dehydration. So let's move to business and industry. We had already mentioned. So employees have to be healthy, of course, to be productive. And if they're productive, you can also have lower costs and better outcome, return of invest. And of course, when everything, the business, the company is functioning, sustainable, you have a stronger reputation as well. Okay, so this actually I was skipping before. Callistus, do you want to talk about the water recycling in Nigeria?
As I said to you, Dr. Julia, Emmanuel, and Thomas, I'm not a normal business guy. You people and the Nigerian audience will take care of that. What I would like to emphasize is the level of waste all over Nigeria because of plastic waters littering everywhere. It is really an environmental degradation. That I know. And every Nigerian knows this, whether on the street, in the homes, in the marketplace. And that's why I'm really, really interested and passionate about the technology from Thomas, the possibility that it should come to Nigeria to minimize environmental degradation. It is unacceptable that human beings created in the image and likeness of God, coming from the infinite light and living, eating, drinking, celebrating in such an environment, it is really at one of the abuses of the human person or human dignity. Hopefully, through this technology, we can show that there is an alternative. And this will go a long way of sustaining not only lives, but also the environment in which every Nigerian child, adult, man and woman lives their own lives. I'm really, really interested in the positive impact this technology will bring. And yes, I think that is my basic interest. And I hope that the Nigerian friends of mine whom I contacted on this are listening and they have the right to ask questions to you, Thomas, Emmanuel, and Julia.
Thank you, Callistus. And of course, we have to reduce the pollution not only for us, but for the next generation. So it's a project that is ongoing in the future. It will even become more important since the pollution is increasing and the waste. Yeah, we will actually I don't know how long it will take, but we can't live like hundreds of years with this increasing pollution anymore. We have to face the challenge now. Yesterday. Okay, there's someone having a question. Matzi, do you want to talk now or shall we
Julia,
round up the webinar, because I want to stop the recording before we take questions.
I want to say something, Julia, if you allow me.
Yes, I would say
Just 1 minute,
Yeah.
highest, or 3 minutes. First and foremost, this technology, from everything I have discussed with the team, that is Thomas, Emmanuel, and Dr. Julia, is not simply about marketing water, no. It is about technology transfer. Training local technicians to be in charge of this technology in Nigeria. And that this is very, very important. And by training local engineers or technicians, it will affect the water infrastructure in Nigeria, whether for individuals or for corporate bodies, organizations, and institutions. And this technology will challenge the present state of water business in Nigeria. Surely, I'm looking forward to this technology to be a household product. It will give every Nigerian child a better chance to live a healthy, long life. It will save a lot of costs for business communities. It is, as I tell it to myself, investing in my own health. And that investment in my own health begins with the quality of water we drink. I have participated personally in water hydrotherapy. Many Nigerians, even the rich, do not know that there is hydrotherapy. But with this technology, that will make that possible, if not the level it is here in Germany, but at least in homes, in schools, in hospitals. Water should be a human, not only human right, but the essential human right for every child, every adult person in Nigeria. So, fellow Nigerians, fellow friends who know me by name, you cannot but ask questions.
Okay.
How will this technology affect life, and how it could be part of the water infrastructure in the Nigerian society?
Okay, before we ask or answer questions, I would like to ask Thomas again to tell us maybe a few words about the financial advantage and also about, yeah, maybe your company, a few more words, and what a partnership model could look like with Nigeria.
These are three big
There are three
questions.
questions, but maybe
Yes.
you round it up briefly,
Mhm.
just like 2 sentences to every slide. So I will continue after you talked about
Okay.
the financial advantage.
So if you look how much the water costs, for example, at the moment, we always calculate in every company, in every area we work with people together, we calculate how much they invest at the moment in the bottles, in their solution that they have at the moment, and then we calculate the storage and all the things that comes on top and compare it with buying a solution and the maintenance with our pure water solution. And of course, you get a better water. That's the most important part. Most of the times, people save also a lot of money, but we have, of course, to calculate it. You were asking about the company. I was talking about it earlier before that why we established the company, why we want to help people. I'm always, people told me, yeah, you're kind of a dreamer, but I always say the difference between a dreamer and somebody who builds up something is just action. If you ask some coaches, Tony Robbins always says massive action. It's the difference. Just I don't only dream about something, I want to implement it and bring it to the world. And of course, I need other people. That's why I was so happy when I met Emmanuel, when I then met Julia, and then Callistos came into my office and into my life. And I thought, okay, now there are some people on the same mission. And now we just have to find the right people that we can bring pure water, hopefully, to as many people as possible in Germany. That we can help a lot of people, and then that we can improve the health of people and the whole life, yeah, like I said, we want to establish jobs there. We want to bring jobs to Nigeria. We want to, I have also ideas for business solution, how people can buy a solution and then help other people with it and earn money with this. So there are a lot of opportunities, and we just have to find the right people to start with. Yeah. Exactly, the partnership model, yes. Sometimes not. I'm not at the right slide, but I'm passionate about what I'm doing. So yes, we want a long-term partnership, and we just want to build up something together. And yeah,
Julia,
meet the
would you
right
like me
people
to
in
say
every
something
country.
up? Julia, could you give me 1 minute so that I will complement what Thomas said?
Mhm.
Yes, of course.
Yes, I think it is important after talking with Thomas and being in his company and sat down with him for almost 2 hours. We are not simply dreamers. We want impact life. As Thomas rightly said, we need people in Nigeria for this technology with the same vision, mission, plan. People with the same light frequency. People vibrating the same way to impact life, to save life, to sustain life. Even though at the end of the day, it will create job, generate money, but the objective of creating job, generating money is to save lives, to give lives, to sustain lives, to protect lives. And that's why the expression of Thomas is very, very important here. People with the same mission or the right people with the same vision should come on board. I cannot but emphasize the need for the right people with the right frame of mind to step in, to be part of the partnership. Like Thomas said, Julia emphasized that a long life partnership, not just jump in, take the technology or make money and then jump out. No, but a long life partnership in which we be like a group, a family, bringing this life-saving water technology to millions of Nigerians, even the poorest of the poor. And I know Thomas has a plan how to use some percentage of the money generated to help the poorest of the poor who cannot even afford the technology. And that's why I'm really giving my time, my energy on this mission project.
Thank you so much, Callistus. Thank you for sharing your vision. It's also my vision. And I think that's the reason why we connected, the four of us, because it needs everyone on board. We have to bring together our knowledge and also our energy and our light in this world. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Julia.
Yeah, well said. Beautifully said, Callistus and Julia. Absolutely wonderful words. I just can say I feel the same. And really, every kid on earth has the right for health and happiness and clean water, and every kid of Nigeria has the same right, and that's why we are here.
So I think it's time to stop the recording and allow questions. So 1 second.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me?